Oh, I better turn on some actual music for this. That's the lowest it goes. Hold on, I know how to fix this. I know how to fix this. Volume mixer. There we go. I like the music of Binding, but I always have it turned off because I'm always like, if I'm ever playing it, I'm just like playing YouTube in the background. There we go. Anyways, what is up? JF the Plays, DDLC, the Organic Mechanic, Die Gamer, Wienerman. Why do you hate me, Wienerman? Big Kalani, Kanan Whaling. Listen, Die Gamer, I see the story, man, but like, it's just so much fucking reading. Just so much fucking reading. A weird. Is it about like a rat? What? Why exactly do you want me to read it, Die Gamer? Like, do you have secret seeds? So your little. The story is great. I don't want to fucking sit and do half an hour of reading on stream. I do not enjoy it. I don't think the chat will like it. Soggy's nearly. Oh yeah, we're nearly at 100k, guys. I'm willing to bet by the end of the night we'll be at 100k. We're almost there. We are almost there. Also, this, if you see me doing this, you see the screen flickering. It's because, I don't know if it's because my graphics card is getting old or I've just got too many mods installed. But on rare occasions, and by rare I mean almost every single new floor, the whole screen just goes fucking apeshit and starts glitching. So I might, it fixes if I just keep minimizing and unminimizing it. It's kind of a fucking disaster, but it's very modded. We have, we got the Dream Guard, we got Samael, we got Sarah, May, Godhead. We have Evie as well. Evie does not have a tainted version. Godhead does, but it's the same as the original. May does, but it lags out the game. Some of them don't work super good. I might uninstall the Dream Guard because he's just really not that cool. I mean, he's a cool idea, but he's really weak. Yeah, look at that. Dante, Sarah, May, Godhead, Evie, Golem, Fiend, Andromeda, Flame. I hate these guys. They stink. Bethany, the Forgotten, Apollyon, Keeper, Lilith, Lost, Eden, Lazarus. We've got most of the boys. What graphic card do you have? I can't remember what kind it is. It's just getting old. I don't mean like it's an old version. Like if you bought a new computer today with this graphics card, it would be fine. I just mean it's like getting old. It's been under too much pressure and sometimes it crashes just a little bit. No, sadly he's not the Dante from Devil May Cry. He's just like this. He's just this dork. I actually don't like playing him. He's not very fun. Like read for like 5 minutes. Read for like 5. Oh my god. I'll read a tiny bit of it. Let's see. Aunt Amy out on the front porch, rocking back and forth in the high-backed chair and fanning herself, when Bill Soames rode his bicycle up the road and stopped in front of the house. Perspiring under the afternoon, in quotation, sun, Bill lifted the box of groceries out of his big basket over the front wheel of the bike and came up the front walk. Little Anthony was sitting on the lawn, playing with a rat. He caught the rat down in the basement. He made it think that it smelled cheese, the most rich-smelling and crumbly delicious cheese a rat had ever thought it smelled. And it had come out of its hole, and now Anthony had hold of it with his mind and was making it do tricks. When the rat saw Bill Soames incoming, it tried to run, but Anthony... I'm sorry, Die Gamer, I'm not reading through all of this. I'm sorry, man. Listen, I'll do the occasional thing, but this is just too much. Are these like characters from something, Die Gamer? Is there a reason he can control rats with his mind? Well, I'll show you guys a cool character, actually. Let's play fucking... Play Samael. Samael's cool. You see how the screen went black? Oh, there you go. Fixed it. You guys might get to see a fun screen glitch. Samael is like a pure melee character. Yeah. Wait, hold on. I should have dropped a card, no? Yeah. Ooh, hold on, I like this. Just fuck the shit out of everything. I'm not collecting any coins. Because the card I get converts all of them into cursed coins, and I want that. Even though they normally just blow up and, like, you lose money. It's still a good idea. There we go. Oh shit. Spagingi. What exactly is the story called, Gamer? Soggy play Furry Femboy Feet Simulator. Not today. Not today, Wienerman. Is that why you hate me today, Wienerman? Because I won't play Furry Femboy Feet Simulator? Oh my god, fuck the fire enemies. There we go. Oh! Oh, I forgot about this. There we go. Soggy, check DMs. My god. Oh, happy birthday, Midget, by the way. It's a good... Is this the fucking... Is this it? Is this what it's called? It's a Good Life by Jerome Bixby. Okay. You know what? Fine, Gamer. I'll have it quietly playing in the background. Give me 1 second to set it up. Say goodbye to the music. Everyone in my neighborhood knows me, yay. And it's because you won't play any VOR games. I'm not playing fucking VOR games, wait a minute. I'm not playing VOR games and fart games and fucking furry feet femboy fart VOR 69 fucking 900%. It's not happening, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Surely there's a... I mean, I was about to say surely there's a streamer that does play, like, porn games, but I don't think there is. Not on YouTube, at least. Also, for anyone curious what I'm going to do with 100k subs, I'm still going to film it, obviously, but I'm going to do a costume tour. Just like a tour of every single costume that I own. Every costume piece. All weird little bits of random shit. Grog, I hate. Let's get this video. Let me know if this is too loud or too quiet. I will stay quiet. It's 48 fucking minutes, Gamer. Ugh. This is 48 minutes. How fast does he talk? Can I play it at 2x speed? Will it be understandable? Soggy, can you shout out Paisley in the costume? No. Why would I do... I'm not going to shout out Paisley. Why would I even do that? Also, who the fuck is Paisley? I've already forgotten. Make a video of Donald Trump and Timothy 2 fighting. Nope. Why would they have a meat lord bucket? Soggy, we done caveman... Oh my god, the caveman mukbang. Fucking god, I remember that. Oh, you're Paisley? Still no. I feel like I sound like a dick saying that, but no. Used to be Fletcher. I thought you were Midget Man from the beginning. Oh. Homie, this is rigged. Soggy, you'll be screaming for an hour. I know, but then half of the scream is this fucking story. Okay, fine. Oh, God.
Hello, my name's Maddie. Welcome to my Storyland. Another request today,
Here you go.
and thank you for it, Crystal.
Enjoy.
Jerome Bixby wrote It's a Good Life in 1953. Bixby was a very successful writer, mostly of short stories and screenplays. He wrote a number of episodes of Star Trek, the original series, including the episode Mirror, Mirror, in which he established the concept of the Mirror Universe. Together with Otto Clement, he also wrote the story for the 1966 film The Fantastic Voyage, billed by Fox Studios as the most expensive science fiction movie ever made. And yet, today's short story is almost certainly his most well-known work, and, in my opinion, his best. It was first published in the Star Science Fiction Stories anthology series, though most people came to know it through The Twilight Zone, which adapted it 3 times. Firstly, in 1961, as an episode in their original TV series, then as part of the Twilight Zone movie in 1983, and finally as an episode in their 2002 revival series. As good as they were, though, and Time magazine ranked the 1961 episode as one of the best in the entire series, none compare to the original short story. It was a finalist for the 1954 Retro Hugo Award and was inducted into the Science Fiction Hall of Fame in 1970. It's about tyranny, fear, and the price of survival, power, and the consequences of its abuse. It's about good and evil, but not in the usual way. This isn't a story about heroes and villains. In this story, there are no heroes, and there are no villains. There are no characters that do good and characters that do evil. This story answers the terrifying question, what if you gave absolute power to someone who couldn't tell the difference?
Okay, so I am looking at the chat, but you can all blame Die Gamer for this if I don't see messages because we're listening to this fucking story. I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna chat for a while. I'm just gonna watch. Damn it! Sorry, I gotta go. It's all right. Peace out, Major Man. Happy birthday, though. Happy birthday. Soggy, can you play some mommy ASMR after this? Not a chance, Wayne man. Not a chance.
And it gives whole new meaning to the concept of positive thinking.
Let's listen to this tale.
Are you ready? Then let's begin. It's a Good Life by Jerome Bixby. Aunt Amy was out on the front porch, rocking back and forth in the high-back chair and fanning herself, when Bill Soames rode his bicycle up the road and stopped in front of the house. Perspiring under the afternoon sun, Bill lifted the box of groceries out of the big basket over the front wheel of the bike and came up the front walk. Little Anthony was sitting on the lawn, playing with a rat. He had caught the rat down in the basement. He had made it think that it smelled cheese, the most rich-smelling and crumbly delicious cheese a rat had ever thought it smelled, and it had come out of its hole. And now Anthony had hold of it with his mind and was making it do tricks. When the rat saw Bill Soames coming, it tried to run, but Anthony thawed at it, and it turned to flip-flop on the grass and lay trembling, its eyes gleaming in small black terror. Bill Soames hurried past Anthony and reached the front steps, mumbling. He always mumbled when he came to the Fremont house, or passed by it, or even thought of it. Everybody did. They thought about silly things, things that didn't mean very much, like 2 and 2 is 4 and twice is 8, and so on. They tried to jumble up their thoughts to keep them skipping back and forth, so Anthony couldn't read their minds. The mumbling helped, because if Anthony got anything strong out of your thoughts, he might take a notion to do something about it, like curing your wife's sick headaches, or your kid's mumps, or getting your old milk cow back on schedule, or fixing the privy. And while Anthony mightn't actually mean any harm, he couldn't be expected to have much notion of what was the right thing to do in such cases. That was if he liked you. He might try to help you in his way, and that could be pretty horrible. If he didn't like you, well, that could be worse. Bill Soames set the box of groceries on the porch railing and stopped his mumbling long enough to say, "Everything you wanted, Miss Amy." "Oh, fine, William," Amy Fremont said lightly. "My, ain't it terrible hot today?" Bill Soames almost cringed. His eyes pleaded with her. He shook his head violently, no, and then interrupted his mumbling again, though obviously he didn't want to. "Oh, don't say that, Miss Amy. It's fine, just fine. A real good day." Amy Fremont got up from the rocking chair and came across the porch. She was a tall woman, thin, a smiling vacancy in her eyes. About a year ago, Anthony had gotten mad at her because she told him he shouldn't have turned the cat into a cat rug, and although he had always obeyed her more than anyone else, which was hardly at all, this time he'd snapped at her, with his mind. And that had been the end of Amy Fremont's bright eyes, and the end of Amy Fremont, as everyone had known her. And that was when word got around in Peaksville, population 46, that even the members of Anthony's own family weren't safe. After that, everyone was twice as careful. Someday, Anthony might undo what he'd done to Aunt Amy. Anthony's mom and pop hoped he would, when he was older and maybe sorry. If it was possible, that is, because Aunt Amy had changed a lot. And besides, now Anthony wouldn't obey anyone. "Land alive, William," Aunt Amy said. "You don't have to mumble like that. Anthony wouldn't hurt you. My goodness, Anthony likes you." She raised her voice and called to Anthony, who had tired of the rat and was making it eat itself. "Don't you, dear? Don't you like Mr. Soames?" Anthony looked across the lawn at the grocery man, a bright, wet, purple gaze. He didn't say anything. Bill Soames tried to smile at him. After a second, Anthony returned his attention to the rat. It had already devoured its tail, or at least chewed it off, for Anthony had made it bite faster than it could swallow, and little pink and red furry pieces lay around it on the green grass. Now the rat was having trouble reaching its hindquarters. Mumbling silently, thinking of nothing in particular as hard as he could, Bill Soames went stiff-legged down the walk, mounted his bicycle, and pedaled off. "We'll see you tonight, William," Aunt Amy called after him. As Bill Soames pumped the pedals, he was wishing deep down that he could pump twice as fast to get away from Anthony all the faster, and away from Aunt Amy, who sometimes just forgot how careful you had to be. And he shouldn't have thought that, because Anthony caught it. He caught the desire to get away from the Fremont house as if it was something bad, and his purple gaze blinked, and he snapped a small, sulky thought after Bill Soames. Just a small one, because he was in a good mood today. And besides, he liked Bill Soames, or at least didn't dislike him, at least today. Bill Soames wanted to go away, so, petulantly, Anthony helped him. Pedaling with superhuman speed, or rather appearing to, because in reality the bicycle was pedaling him, Bill Soames vanished down the road in a cloud of dust, his thin, terrified wail drifting back across the heat. Anthony looked at the rat. It had devoured half its belly and had died from pain. He thought it into a grave out deep in the cornfield. His father had once said, smiling, that he might do that with the things he killed, and went around the house, casting his odd shadow in the hot, brassy light from above. In the kitchen, Aunt Amy was unpacking the groceries. She put the mason-jarred goods on the shelves, and the meat and milk in the icebox, and the beet sugar and coarse flour in the big cans under the sink. She put the cardboard box in the corner by the door for Mr. Soames to pick up next time he came. It was stained and battered and torn and worn fuzzy, but it was one of the few left in Peaksville. In faded red letters it said, "Campbell's Soup." The last can of soup, or of anything else, had been eaten long ago, except for a small communal hoard which the villagers dipped into for special occasions. But the box lingered on, like a coffin, and when it and the other boxes were gone, the men would have to make some out of wood. Aunt Amy went out in back, where Anthony's mom, Aunt Amy's sister, sat in the shade of the house, shelling peas. The peas, every time Mom ran a finger along the pod, went lollop, 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 into the pan in her lap. "William brought the groceries," Aunt Amy said. She sat down wearily in the straight-back chair beside Mom and began fanning herself again. She wasn't really old, but ever since Anthony had snapped at her with his mind, something had been wrong with her body as well as her mind, and she was tired all the time. "Oh, good," said Mom. Lollop went the fat peas in the pan. Everybody in Peaksville always said, "Oh, fine," or "good," or "say, that's swell," when almost everything happened or was mentioned, even unhappy things like accidents or even deaths. They'd always say, "good," because if they didn't try to cover up how they really felt, Anthony might overhear with his mind, and then nobody knew what might happen. Like the time Mrs. Kent's husband, Sam, had come walking back from the graveyard because Anthony liked Mrs. Kent and had heard her mourning. Lollop. "Tonight's television night," said Aunt Amy. "I'm glad I look forward to it so much every week. I wonder what we'll see tonight." "Did Bill bring the meat?" asked Mom. "Yes." Aunt Amy fanned herself, looking up at the featureless, brassy glare of the sky. "Goodness, it's so hot. I wish Anthony would make it just a little cooler. Amy!" "Oh!" Mom's sharp tone had penetrated where Bill Soames' agonized expression had failed. Aunt Amy put one thin hand to her mouth in exaggerated alarm. "Oh, I'm sorry, dear." Her pale, blue eyes shuttled around right and left to see if Anthony was in sight. Not that it would make any difference if he was or wasn't. He didn't have to be near you to know what you were thinking. Usually, though, unless he had his attention on somebody, he would be occupied with thoughts of his own. But some things attracted his attention. You never could be sure just what. "The weather's just fine,"
Oh, fuck
Mom
off.
said.
That's the
Lollop.
mind.
"Oh, yes," Aunt Amy said. It's a wonderful day. I wouldn't want it changed for the world." Lollop. Lollop. "What time is it?" Mom asked. Aunt Amy was sitting where she could see through the kitchen window to the alarm clock on the shelf above the stove. 4:30, she said. Lollop. "I want tonight to be something special," Mom said. "Did Bill bring a good lean roast?" "Good and lean, dear. They butchered just today, you know, and sent us over the best piece. Dan Hollis will be so surprised when he finds out that tonight's television party is a birthday party for him, too." "Ooh, I think he will. Are you sure nobody's told him? Everybody swore they wouldn't." "That'll be real nice," Aunt Amy nodded, looking off across the cornfield. "A birthday party." "Well," Mom put the pan of peas down beside her, stood up and brushed her apron. "I better get the roast on, then we can set the table." She picked up the peas. Anthony came around the corner of the house. He didn't look at them, but continued on down through the carefully kept garden. All the gardens in Peaksville were carefully kept, very carefully kept, and went past the rusting, useless hulk that had been the Fremont family car, and went smoothly over the fence and out into the cornfield. "Isn't this a lovely day?" said Mom, a little loudly, as they went toward the back door. Aunt Amy fanned herself. "A beautiful day."
So, Soggy, what do you think of it? We're only 14 minutes in. I got mixed feelings. On the one hand, the story is fine. The narrator's voice is a little annoying. It does remind me of the Twilight Zone episode about, like, the, what do you call it? It is, I think it's Twilight Zone, of, like, the child who has, like, supernatural powers, so everyone has to be really nice to him. I think they parodied it in The Simpsons. That game, it's fine, but, like, no offense, everyone has left the stream. This is... I don't think this is entertaining for the average person. Anyone that joins halfway through the story, and it's just... It's confusing. I don't dislike it. Soggy, that's the Twilight Zone episode based on the story. Well, there you go. It's a cool... It's a cool story, Gamer. I don't know how much people are enjoying it, though. It's just me sitting in silence with a guy in the background going, "Lollop, lollop, lollop." Also, what kind of fucking sound is that for opening peas? Lollop? The fuck is lollop? I mean, it makes like a slight squidge and a pop, not a lollop. Lollop is the sound of like a kangaroo committing suicide. Lollop. I don't know. What do you guys think a lollop is? Lollop. Lollop sounds. Also, this is a really good run. Holy shit. Aquarius, the floodgates? You want me to keep playing it, Gamer? Whee! Oh, fuck yeah. Shit. Keep playing it. Oh, I'll keep playing it. Soggy P sounded back different in 19, I guess. I'll keep playing it, but like, there's 3 people left watching the stream, Die Gamer. I don't care if I sound like a dick saying this, we're never doing something like this again.
Dear, just fine.
May as well listen to the end, though.
Out in the cornfield, Anthony walked between the tall, rustling rows of green stalks. He liked to smell the corn, the alive corn overhead, and the old, dead corn underfoot. Rich Ohio earth, thick with weeds and brown, dry, rotting ears of corn, pressed between his bare toes with every step. He had made it rain last night, so everything would smell and feel nice today. He walked clear to the edge of the cornfield and over to where a grove of shadowy green trees covered cool, moist, dark ground,
What's a black
and
hole?
lots of leafy undergrowth, and jumbled, moss-covered rocks, and a small spring that made a clear, clean pool. Here, Anthony liked to rest and watch the birds and insects and small animals that rustled and scampered and chirped about. He liked to lie on the cool ground and look up through the moving greenness overhead and watch the insects flit in the hazy, soft sunbeams that stood like slanting, glowing bars between ground and treetops. Somehow, he liked the thoughts of the little creatures in this place better than the thoughts outside. And while the thoughts he picked up here weren't very strong or very clear, he could get enough out of them to know what the little creatures liked and wanted. And he spent a lot of time making the grove more like what they wanted it to be. The spring hadn't always been here, but one time he had found thirst in one small furry mind and had brought subterranean water to the surface in a clear, cold flow, and had watched blinking as the creature drank, feeling its pleasure. Later, he had made the pool, when he found a small urge to swim. He had made rocks and trees and hushes and caves and sunlight here and shadows there, because he had felt in all the tiny minds around him the desire or the instinctive want for this kind of resting place and that kind of mating place and this kind of place to play and that kind of home. And somehow the creatures from all the fields and pastures around the grove had seemed to know that this was a good place, for there were always more of them coming in. Every time Anthony came out here, there were more creatures than the last time, and more desires and needs to be tended to. Every time there would be some kind of creature he had never seen before, and he would find its mind and see what it wanted, and then give it to it. He liked to help them. He liked to feel their simple gratification. Today, he rested beneath a thick elm and lifted his purple gaze to a red and black bird that had just come to the grove. It twittered on a branch over his head and hopped back and forth and thought its tiny thoughts. And Anthony made a big, soft nest for it, and pretty soon it hopped in. A long, brown, sleek-furred animal was drinking at the pool. Anthony found its mind next. The animal was thinking about a smaller creature that was scurrying along the ground on the other side of the pool, grubbing for insects. The little creature didn't know that it was in danger. The long brown animal finished drinking and tensed its legs to leap, and Anthony thought it into a grave in the cornfield. He didn't like those kind of thoughts. They reminded him of the thoughts outside the grove. A long time ago, some of the people outside had thought that way about him, and one night they'd hidden and waited for him to come back from the grove. And he just thought them all into the cornfield. Since then, the rest of the people hadn't thought that way, at least very clearly. Now their thoughts were all mixed up and confusing whenever they thought about him, or near him, so he didn't pay much attention. He liked to help them too, sometimes, but it wasn't simple, or very gratifying either. They never thought happy thoughts when he did, just the jumble. So he spent more time out here. He watched all the birds and insects and furry creatures for a while, and played with a bird, making it soar and dip and streak madly around the tree trunks until, accidentally, when another bird caught his attention for a moment, he ran it into a rock. Petulantly, he thought the rock into a grave in the cornfield, but he couldn't do anything more with the bird. Not because it was dead, though it was, but because it had a broken wing. So he went back to the house. He didn't feel like walking back through the cornfield, so he just went to the house, right down into the basement. It was nice down here, nice and dark and damp and sort of fragrant, because once Mom had been making preserves in a rack along the far wall, and then she'd stopped coming down ever since Anthony had started spending time here, and the preserves had spoiled and leaked down and spread over the dirt floor, and Anthony liked the smell. He caught another rat, making it smell cheese, and after he played with it, he thawed it into a grave right beside the long animal he'd killed in the grove. Aunt Amy hated rats, and so he killed a lot of them.
Sorry, looking at the chat. Do you know what time to be is read? Well, how long is left of the story? About 28 minutes. About 28 minutes left of the story. Say that now, but like maybe you could join us in VC, and I'm just not really into audiobooks, Gamer. Really not.
Because he liked Aunt Amy most of all, and sometimes did things that Aunt Amy wanted. Her mind was more like the little furry minds out in the grove. She hadn't thought anything bad at all about him for a long time. After the rat, he played with a big black spider in the corner under the stairs, making it run back and forth until its web shook and shimmered in the light from the cellar window like a reflection in silvery water. Then he drove fruit flies into the web until the spider was frantic, trying to wind them all up. The spider liked flies, and its thoughts were stronger than theirs, so he did it. There was something bad in the way it liked flies, but it wasn't clear. And besides, Aunt Amy hated flies, too. He heard footsteps overhead, Mom moving around in the kitchen. He blinked his purple gaze and almost decided to make her hold still, but instead he went up to the attic and, after looking out the circular window at the front end of the long X-roofed room for a while at the front lawn and the dusty road and Henderson's tip-waving wheat field beyond, he curled into an unlikely shape and went partly to sleep. Soon people would be coming for television, he heard Mom think. He went more to sleep. He liked television night. Aunt Amy had always liked television a lot, so one time he had thought some for her, and a few other people had been there at the time, and Aunt Amy had felt disappointed when they wanted to leave. He'd done something to them for that. And now everybody came to television. He liked all the attention he got when they did. Anthony's father came home around 6:30, looking tired and dirty and bloody. He'd been over in Dunn's pasture with the other men, helping pick out the cow to be slaughtered this month and doing the job, and then butchering the meat and salting it away in Soam's ice house. Not a job he cared for, but every man had his turn. Yesterday, he had helped scythe down old McIntyre's wheat. Tomorrow, they would start threshing. By hand. Everything in Peaksville had to be done by hand. He kissed his wife on the cheek and sat down at the kitchen table. He smiled and said, "Where's Anthony?" "Around someplace," Mom said. Aunt Amy was over at the wood-burning stove, stirring the big pot of peas. Mom went back to the oven and opened it and basted the roast.
I do remember
"Well,
you, Black Hole.
It's been a good day," Dad said, by rote. Then he looked at the mixing bowl and breadboard on the table. He sniffed at the dough. He said. "I could eat a loaf all by myself. I'm so hungry." "No one told Dan Hollis about it being a birthday party, did they?" his wife asked. "Nope. We kept as quiet as mummies. We fixed up such a lovely surprise." What?" "Well, you know how much Dan likes music. Well, last week, Thelma Dunn found a record in her attic." "No." "Yes. And we had Ethel sort of ask, without really asking, if he had that one. And he said no. Isn't that a wonderful surprise?" "Well, now it sure is. A record. Imagine. That's a real nice thing to find. What record is it?" "Perry Como singing You Are My Sunshine." "Well, I'll be darned. I always liked that tune." Some raw carrots were lying on the table. Dad picked up a small one, scrubbed it on his chest, and took a bite. How did Thelma happen to find it? Oh, you know, just looking around for new things. Dad chewed the carrot.
Soggy, I know you were into Warhammer for a bit and you were a Tyrannid Knobgobbler, but if you had to choose what is your favorite Space Marine Legion, I really could not give a shit. They're all the same to me, Big Kalani. They're all the same to me. I guess Chaos. They have more spikes. I guess the Chaos Space Marines. I really don't know. They all kind of blend together for me. They're just different variations of Buzz Lightyear. Just different variations of Buzz Lightyear for the most part. Yeah, the video's about halfway done. I'll leave it playing.
Say, who has that picture we found a while back? I kind of liked it. That old clipper sailing along. The Smiths. Next week the Sipics get it, and they give the Smiths old McIntyre's music box, and we give the Sipics. And she went down the tentative order of things that would change hands among the women at church this Sunday. He nodded. Looks like we can't have the picture for a while, I guess. Look, honey, you might try to get that detective book back from the Rileys. I was so busy the week we had it, I never got to finish all the stories. I'll try, his wife said, doubtfully. But I hear the Van Heusens have a stereoscope they found in the cellar. Her voice was just a little accusing. They had it 2 whole months before they told anybody about it. Say, Dad said, looking interested, that'd be nice, too. Lots of pictures? I suppose so. I'll see on Sunday. I'd like to have it, but we still owe the Van Heusens for their canary. I don't know why that bird had to pick our house to die. It must have been sick when we got it. Now there's just no satisfying Betty Van Heusen. She even hinted she'd like our piano for a while. Well, honey, you try for the stereoscope or just anything you think we'd like. At last, he swallowed the carrot. It had been a little young and tough. Antony's whims about the weather made it so that people never knew what crops would come up, or what shape they'd be in if they did. All they could do was plant a lot, and always enough of something came up any one season to live on. Just once, there had been a grain surplus. Tons of it had been hauled to the edge of Peaksfield and dumped off into the nothingness. Otherwise, nobody could have breathed when it started to spoil. You know, Dad went on, it's nice to have the new things around. It's nice to think that there's probably still a lot of stuff nobody's found yet, in cellars and attics and barns and down behind things. They help somehow. As much as anything can help. Shh. Mom glanced nervously around. Oh, Dad said, smiling hastily. It's all right. The new things are good. It's nice to be able to have something around you've never seen before, and know that something you've given somebody else is making them happy. That's a real good thing. A good thing, his wife echoed. Pretty soon, Aunt Amy said from the stove, there won't be any more new things. We'll have found everything there is to find. Goodness, that'll be too bad. Amy! Well, her pale eyes were shallow and fixed, a sign of her recurrent vagueness. It will be kind of a shame. No new things. Don't talk like that, Mom said, trembling. Amy, be quiet. It's good, said Dad in the loud, familiar, wanting to be overheard tone of voice. Such talk is good. It's okay, honey, don't you see? It's good for Amy to talk any way she wants. It's good for her to feel bad. Everything's good. Everything has to be good.
Beautiful, Ron.
Antony's mother was pale, and so was Aunt Amy. The peril of the moment had suddenly penetrated the clouds surrounding her mind. Sometimes it was difficult to handle words so that they might not prove disastrous. You just never knew. There were so many things it was wise not to say, or even think. But remonstration for saying or thinking them might be just as bad if Antony heard and decided to do anything about it. You could just never tell what Antony was liable to do. Everything had to be good, had to be fine, just as it was, even if it wasn't. Always. because any changes might be worse. So terribly much worse. Oh, my goodness, yes, of course it's good, Mom said. You talk any way you want to, Amy, and it's just fine. Of course, you want to remember that some ways are better than others. And Amy stirred the peas, fright in her pale eyes. Oh, yes, she said, but I don't feel like talking right now. It's good that I don't feel like talking, Dad said tiredly, smiling. I'm going out and wash up. They started arriving around 8 o'clock. By that time, Mom and Aunt Amy had the big table in the dining room set and 2 more tables off to the side. The candles were burning and the chairs situated,
from Pokemon?
and Dad
Yes, it is.
had a big fire going in the fireplace. The first to arrive were the Sippics, John and Mary. John wore his best suit and was well scrubbed and pink-faced after his day in McIntyre's pasture. The suit was neatly pressed, but getting threadbare at elbows and cuffs. Old McIntyre was working on a loom, designing it out of school books, but so far it was slow going. McIntyre was a capable man with wood and tools, but a loom was a big order when you couldn't get metal parts. McIntyre had been one of the ones who, at first, had wanted to try to get Anthony to make things the villagers needed, like clothes and canned goods and medical supplies and gasoline. Since then, he felt that what had happened to the whole Terrence family and Joe Kinney was his fault, and he worked hard trying to make it up to the rest of them. And since then, no one had tried to get Anthony to do anything. Mary Sippick was a small, cheerful woman in a simple dress. She immediately set about helping Mom and Aunt Amy put the finishing touches on the dinner. The next arrivals were the Smiths and the Dunns, who lived right next to each other down the road, only a few yards from the nothingness. They drove up in the Smiths' wagon, drawn by their old horse. Then the Rileys showed up from across the darkened wheat field, and the evening really began. Pat Riley sat down at the big upright in the front room and began to play from the popular sheet music on the rack. He played softly, as expressively as he could,
I can't
and nobody
hear you,
sang.
'cause I'm not talking.
Anthony liked piano playing a whole lot,
We're listening
but
to the
not
story
singing.
right now.
Often he would come up from the basement or down from the attic, or just come and sit on top of the piano, nodding his head as Pat played Lover or Boulevard of Broken Dreams or Night and Day. He seemed to prefer ballads, sweet-sounding songs. But the one time somebody had started to sing, Anthony had looked over from the top of the piano and done something that made everybody afraid of singing from then on. Later, they decided that the piano was what Anthony had heard first, before anybody had ever tried to sing, and now anything else added to it didn't sound right and distracted him from his pleasure. So, every television night, Pat would play the piano, and that was the beginning of the evening. Wherever Anthony was, the music would make him happy and put him in a good mood, and he would know that they were gathering for television and waiting for him. By 8:30, everybody had shown up, except for the 17 children and Mrs. Soames, who was off watching them in the schoolhouse at the far end of town. The children of Peaksville were never allowed near the Fremont house. Not since little Fred Smith had tried to play with Anthony on a dare. The younger children weren't even told about Anthony. The others had mostly forgotten about him, or were told that he was a nice goblin, but they must never go near him. Dan and Ethel Hollis came late, and Dan walked in not suspecting a thing. Pat Riley had played the piano until his hands ached. He'd worked pretty hard with them today, and now he got up, and everybody gathered around to wish Dan Hollis a happy birthday. "Well, I'll be darned," Dan grinned. "This is swell. I wasn't expecting this at all. Gosh, this is swell." They gave him his presents, mostly things they had made by hand, though some were things that people had possessed as their own and now gave him as his. John Sippick gave him a watch charm, hand-carved out of a piece of hickory wood. Dan's watch had broken down a year or so ago, and there was nobody in the village who knew how to fix it, but he still carried it around because it had been his grandfather's and was a fine old heavy thing of gold and silver. He attached the charm to the chain while everybody laughed and said John had done a nice job of carving. Then Mary Sippick gave him a knitted necktie, which he put on, removing the one he'd worn. The Rileys gave him a little box they had made to keep things in. They didn't say what things, but Dan said he'd keep his personal jewelry in it. The Rileys had made it out of a cigar box, carefully peeled of its paper and lined on the inside with velvet. The outside had been polished and carefully, if not expertly, carved by Pat. But his carving got complimented too. Dan Hollis received many other gifts: a pipe, a pair of shoelaces, a tie pin, a knit pair of socks, some fudge, a pair of garters made from old suspenders. He unwrapped each gift with vast pleasure and wore as many of them as he could right there, even the garters. He lit up the pipe and said he'd never had a better smoke, which wasn't quite true, because the pipe wasn't broken in yet. Pete Manners had had it lying around ever since he'd received it as a gift 4 years ago from an out-of-town relative who hadn't known he'd stopped smoking. Dan put the tobacco into the bowl very carefully. Tobacco was precious. It was only pure luck that Pat Riley had decided to try to grow some in his backyard just before what had happened to Peaksville had happened. It didn't grow very well, and then they had to cure it and shred it and all, and it was just precious stuff. Everybody in town used wooden holders old McIntyre had made to save on butts. Last of all, Thelma Dunn gave Dan Hollis the record she had found. Dan's eyes misted even before he opened the package. He knew it was a record. "Gosh," he said softly. "What one is it? I'm almost afraid to look." "You haven't got it, darling," Ethel Hollis smiled. "Don't you remember I asked you about You Are My Sunshine?" "Oh, gosh," Dan said again. Carefully, he removed the wrapping and stood there fondling the record, running his big hands over the worn grooves with their tiny, dulling, crosswise scratches. He looked around the room, eyes shining, and they all smiled back, knowing how delighted he was. "Happy birthday, darling," Ethel said, throwing her arms around him and kissing him. He clutched the record in both hands, holding it off to one side as he pressed against him. "Hey," he laughed, pulling back his head. "Be careful, I'm holding a priceless object." He looked around again, over his wife's arms, which were still around his neck. His eyes were hungry. "Look, do you think we could play it? Lord, what I'd give to hear some new music. Just the first part, the orchestra part, before Como sings." Faces sobered. After a minute, John Sippick said, "I don't think we'd better, Dan. After all, we don't know just where the singer comes in. It'd be taking too much of a chance. Better wait till you get home." Dan Hollis reluctantly put the record on the buffet with all his other presents. "It's good," he said automatically, but disappointedly, "that I can't play it here." "Oh, yes," said Sippick. "It's good." To compensate for Dan's disappointed tone, he repeated, "It's good." They ate dinner, the candles lighting their smiling faces, and ate it all right down to the last delicious drop of gravy. They complimented Mom and Aunt Amy on the roast beef, and the peas, and the carrots, and the tender corn on the cob. The corn hadn't come from the Fremont's cornfield, naturally. Everybody knew what was out there, and the field was going to weeds. Then they polished off the dessert, homemade ice cream and cookies. And then they sat back in the flickering light of the candles and chatted, waiting for television. There never was a lot of mumbling on television night. Everybody came and had a good dinner at the Fremonts, and that was nice. And afterwards, there was television, and nobody really thought that much about that. It just had to be put up with. So it was a pleasant enough get-together, aside from your having to watch what you said just as carefully as you always did every place. If a dangerous thought came into your mind, you just started mumbling, even right in the middle of a sentence. When you did that, the others just ignored you until you felt happier again and stopped. Anthony liked television night. He had done only 2 or 3 awful things on television night in the whole past year. Mom had put a bottle of brandy on the table, and they each had a tiny glass of it. Liquor was even more precious than tobacco. The villagers could make wine, but the grapes weren't right, and certainly the techniques weren't, and it wasn't very good wine. There were only a few bottles of real liquor left in the village. 4 rye, 3 Scotch, 3 brandy, 9 real wine, and half a bottle of Drambuie belonging to old McIntyre only for marriages, and when those were gone, that was it. Afterward, everybody wished that the brandy hadn't been brought out, because Dan Hollis drank more of it than he should have, and mixed it with a lot of the homemade wine. Nobody thought anything about it at first, because he didn't show it much outside, and it was his birthday party, and a happy party, and Anthony liked these get-togethers and shouldn't see any reason to do anything, even if he was listening. But Dan Hollis got high and did a fool thing. If they'd seen it coming, they'd...
What's this about then? Is everyone's scared of Anthony? Oh, there you go. Digamer can sort of explain it to you in the chat, but basically Anthony has like the power of God, basically. He can do anything, but he's also a wee little baby, so he's just like, he's stupid.
They'd have taken him outside and walked him around. The first thing they knew, Dan stopped laughing right in the middle of the story about how Thelma Dunn had found the Perry Como record and dropped it, and it hadn't broken because she'd moved faster than she ever had in her life and caught it. He was fondling the record again and looking longingly at the Fremont's gramophone over in the corner. And suddenly he stopped laughing, and his face got slack. And then it got ugly, and he said, "Oh, Christ." Immediately the room was still, so still they could hear the whirring movement of the grandfather's clock out in the hall. Pat Riley had been playing the piano softly. He stopped, his hands poised over the yellowed keys. The candles on the dining room table flickered in a cool breeze that blew through the lace curtains over the bay window. "Keep playing, Pat," Anthony's father said softly. Pat started again. He played night and day, but his eyes were sidewise on Dan Hollis, and he missed notes. Dan stood in the middle of the room, holding the record. In his other hand, he held a glass of brandy so hard his hand shook. They were all looking at him. "Christ," he said again, and he made it sound like a dirty word. Reverend Younger, who had been talking with Mom and Aunt Amy by the dining room door, said Christ, too, but he was using it in a prayer. His hands were clasped, and his eyes were closed. John Sippick moved forward. "Now, Dan, it's good for you to talk that way, but you don't want to talk too much, you know." Dan shook off the hand Sippick put on his arm. "Can't even play my record," he said loudly. He looked down at the record and then around at their faces. "Oh, my God!" He threw the glass full of brandy against the wall. It splattered and ran down the wallpaper in streaks. Some of the women gasped. "Dan," Sippick said in a whisper. "Dan, cut it out." Pat Riley was playing night and day louder to cover up the sounds of the talk. It wouldn't do any good, though, if Anthony was listening. Dan Hollis went over to the piano and stood by Pat's shoulder, swaying a little. "Pat," he said, "don't play that. Play this." And he began to sing, softly, hoarsely, miserably. "Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Dan!" Ethel Hollis screamed. She tried to run across the room to him. Mary Sippick grabbed her arm and held her back. "Dan!" Ethel screamed again. "Stop! My God, be quiet!" hissed Mary Sippick, and pushed her toward one of the men, who put his hand over her mouth and held her still. "Happy birthday, dear Jenny," Dan sang. "Happy birthday to me." He stopped and looked down at Pat Riley. "Play it, Pat. Play it, so I can sing right. You know I can't carry a tune unless somebody plays it." Pat Riley put his hand on the keys and began Lover in a slow waltz tempo, the way Anthony liked it. Pat's face was white. His hands fumbled. Dan Hollis stared over at the dining room door, at Anthony's mother, and at Anthony's father, who had gone to join her. You had him, he said. Tears gleamed on his cheeks as the candlelight caught them. You had to go and have him. He closed his eyes, and the tears squeezed out. He sang loudly. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when I am blue. Anthony came into the room. Pat stopped playing. He froze. Everybody froze. The breeze rippled the curtains. Ethel Hollis couldn't even try to scream. She'd fainted. Please don't take my sunshine away. Dan's voice faltered into silence. His eyes widened. He put both hands out in front of him, the empty glass in one, the record in the other. He hiccuped and said, No. Bad man, Anthony said, and thought Dan Hollis into something like nothing anyone would have believed possible. And then he thought the thing into a grave deep, deep in the cornfield. The glass and record thumped on the rug. Neither broke. Anthony's purple gaze went around the room. Some of the people began mumbling. They all tried to smile. The sound of mumbling filled the room like a far-off approval. Out of the murmuring came one or two clear voices. Oh, it's a very good thing, said John Sippick. A good thing, said Anthony's father, smiling. He'd had more practice in smiling than most of them. A wonderful thing. It's swell. Just swell, said Pat Riley, tears leaking from eyes and nose. And he began to play the piano again, softly, his trembling hands feeling for night and day. Anthony climbed up on top of the piano, and Pat played for 2 hours. Afterward, they watched television. They all went into the front room and lit just a few candles and pulled up chairs around the set. It was a small screen set, and they couldn't all sit close enough to it to see, but that didn't matter. They didn't even turn the set on. It wouldn't have worked anyway, there being no electricity in Peaksville. They just sat silently and watched the twisting, writhing shapes on the screen and listened to the sounds that came out of the speaker, and none of them had any idea what it was all about. They never did. It was always the same. It's real nice, Aunt Amy said once, her pale eyes on meaningless flickers and shadows. But I liked it a little better when there were cities outside and we could get real... Why, Amy, said Mom, it's good for you to say such a thing. Very good, but how can you mean it? Why, this television is much better than anything we ever used to get. Yes, chimed in John Sippick. It's fine. It's the best show we've ever seen. He sat on the couch with 2 other men, holding Ethel Hollis flat against the cushions, holding her arms and legs and putting their hands over her mouth so she couldn't start screaming again. It's really good, he said again. Mom looked out of the front window, across the darkened road, across Henderson's darkened wheat field, to the vast, endless, gray nothingness in which the little village of Peaksville floated like a soul, the huge nothingness that was evident at night, when Anthony's brassy day had gone. It did no good to wonder where they were. No good at all. Peaksville was just someplace away from the world. It was wherever it had been since that day 3 years ago when Anthony had crept from her womb and old Doc Bates, God rest him, had screamed and dropped him and tried to kill him, and Anthony had whined and done the thing. He'd taken the village someplace, or had destroyed the world and left only the village. Nobody knew which. It did no good to wonder about it. Nothing at all did any good, except to live as they must live. must always, always live. If Anthony would let them. These thoughts were dangerous, she thought. She began to mumble. The others started mumbling too. They had all been thinking, evidently. The man on the couch whispered and whispered to Ethel Hollis, and when they took their hands away, she mumbled too. While Anthony sat on top of the set and made television, they sat around and mumbled and watched the meaningless, flickering shapes far into the night. Next day it snowed and killed off half the crops. But it was a good day. And with that, I bid you farewell. I hope you enjoyed the story.
Alright, there we go. Listen, Die Gamer. I'll keep it a $1.50 with you. I did like the story. It's a good story. It's a solid tale. But I will not be doing this again. No more story. I'm sorry, no more stories. I took up a huge... We're an hour in and the story's just ending. I do not plan on listening to audiobooks again. I'm not a big audiobook guy. I did like the story though. It's pretty you can see why the Twilight Zone episode is indeed based on it. See clearly. God. I'm sorry, it's 'cause, like I can't check the chat. Well, I mean I can check the chat, but then I have to like wait for pauses and I'm talking, and I can't just keep pausing the video every time I want to respond to people. Think you should watch the Twilight Zone episode sequel? No, Die Gamer. That would absolutely get the stream fucking copyright struck. I don't even know if this one could stay up. I don't know how copyrighted that is. Because we basically use someone's entire video. Honestly, I really don't like reacting to stuff. I'm not the biggest reactor. I do appreciate it, Die Gamer. No more Twilight Zone stories on stream. No more. The last we'll hear of it. I'm closing the window. He's dying now. Oh, he's gone. Also, holy fuck, this build doesn't even feel like Eevee anymore. Explosives overrode the one thing we were using. Holy shit. We have a pretty broken build so far though. I did not expect this to be a broken build because we started out with Creep Shot, which doesn't even work on Eevee. Eevee's cool, but a bunch of shit just like outright doesn't work for some reason. Now read the Bible on stream. I can't read the Bible, Kalani. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Oh, God, the pain. All of it. Oh, just clarifying the entire thing, right? I'm gonna let the spiders do the work. Here we go. Get them, spiders. Look at that shit. The spiders are so strong. Every room we get like 1,000,000 spiders. Because we get the poison effect too. Poison, spiders. Watch into the room. Poisoned. Spiders. Blech. Oh, holy shit. Goblin in a bucket? Hey, Goblin in a bucket's pretty good, I think. On the Goblin. Like, you react to the story of Job from the Bible. I don't want to react to Job. Is Job the bald guy that, Is Job the bald guy which God, like, kills a bunch of kids with a bear because they made fun of him being bald? Which leads me to believe whoever wrote that biblical verse was just bald and he was like... he really wanted to, like, emphasize, guys, God hates it when you make fun of bald people. Bald people are actually great. Bald people are so cool. In fact, look, this one guy who was a Giga Chad and he was bald, some kids made fun of him, so I fucking killed them with a bear. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's the story, Job. I almost confused him with Cain and Abel, the very first humans God made, which immediately fucking killed each other. Well, after Adam and Eve, of course. They got a little bit silly. Oh, Fetus in a Jar Part 2. Cool, it spawns in as this guy. Take 3 hearts. There was the guy who loved God, but God decided to murder her. Oh, he's that guy? Wait, who am I thinking of? Who am I thinking of? The bald guy, which he got made fun of by some kids, and then God sent a bear to like just rip the assholes out of the kids and kill them. Like to murder all his family and goes and destroy his entire house because Satan said, "Do it, you won't, pussy." Oh yeah, the beautiful tale, a beautiful biblical story. A beautiful biblical story. But just to prove a point to Satan. God fucking like ruined this guy's life. Kill thousands of like no okay, not thousands, but like his entire family and all his livestock. Just murdered his family. Like I don't know how they got brought into this. Yeah, God was just like, fuck it, they're dead too. Whee! Holy shit, infinite spiders. Oh my good lord. Yeah, we're rolling in spitters right now. I can just keep summoning goblins as well, because nothing comes close to them. I hope I don't get struck down and sent to eternal CBT, but this guy seems like a bit of an odd cheese. Yeah, maybe it's just the edgy... Maybe it's the edgy atheist in me coming to the forefront, but... guys, maybe God was the bad guy in that book. You ever think of that? You ever that, buddies? Nothing now. Like, holy shit, the poison is so strong because it's dealing out damage per second or whatever. It just insta-kills them and gives me 1,000,000 speedos for free. Here we go, instant spiders. Come on. Instant spiders. More goblins. Oh, fuck off, I'm not fast enough. Instant spider. Well, this is like a fucking monster build. This isn't even going to be useful. Lost contact. Oh shit, look out guys. An enemy. Dead. Ah, enemies. Oh god. I'm dying. And... nailed it. Oh, gulp! Fuck yeah. Now if I find another trinket, I can actually get it. Nope. Something died. Oh wait, that's my goblins. When they die, they still... when they get knocked down, they still do the thing. Fuck you. And she's dead. Polaroid, because heaven's more fun. What the fuck? Oh, I see new... I have not seen all of these yet. Pound of flesh, devil room items cost coins. That's actually not a bad thing. No, I like goblin in a bucket. I don't want that. I'm more of a goblin guy. Guys, maybe God wasn't real all along. Maybe. Big plot twist. What if there was a final book of the Bible which says, like... They forgot to include it, but it says, like, disclaimer, like, these are all just stories, like, none of this is real. Disclaimer, Jesus was... He wasn't a person, per se. He was sort of, you know, like... You know, he's like Icarus, you know, flies too close to the sun, you know, it's an allegory. We're just saying, you know, love thy neighbor, but yeah, you know, the guys and yeah. Actually, there are a bunch of like, I want to say it's like biblical content basically. There were other books of the Bible that weren't included in the like the New Testament. I'm pretty sure one of them goes over like Jesus's like teenage years. We pulled pranks on people. I'm not lying about that one, by the way. That's not like... That's not a goof. There are unused, like, biblical... Oh my god. Holy shit. What are we looking at? Take that and that and that and that and that. Hmm. Hold on, that's kind of nice. I'll take that. Oh baby, yes. Fuck! Oh, but I don't have Perth Throw, so I can't change them all. Actually, I'm just gonna take that. Actually, right. I'm gonna keep this in mind and hold on to Perth Throw. I fuck it, Goblin now. There it is. Bible bloopers. They should release a Bible manga. Maybe they should. Yeah, epic. I'm pretty sure you can get like the manga Bible. I've definitely seen something like that. You and poisoned and free spiders. And poisoned. Fuck, no free spiders in this one. Oh, Christ's sake. These enemies are like one of my least favorite. They pose like no threat, but they won't fucking die. There we go. They won't just bend over and die. Bible hentai? Maybe that gamer. Sure it exists. Whoopsie doodle. We are unleashing the fucking biscuit here. Ah. Wiggle useless on this build. Goblin. Jesus Chan versus Judas Kun, that would go hard. They could definitely get some good shots in there. The betrayal scene would be like top 10 anime moments. Oh, come on. Show me something good. Backstabber, fuck yes. Conjoined? That's what conjoined does, by the way. Look at that. Boing, boing, boing. Now we get 3 shots. Fuck, I blew myself up. Bloop, bloop. Soggy, use command thing? Wait, what do you mean use command thing? What's use command thing? Green glitching. Try and fix this. Screen glitching. Oh, cool. Pixels playing Fallout. That game is playing. Why the fuck isn't it letting? Ugh. Hold on. Alright, I'm just closing and reopening the game. I don't know if it's because I have so many mods installed or it's because of the graphics card, but like the screen will just, when you join the next floor, it'll just decide to fuck up. Sometimes I can fix it, sometimes I can't. Just depends how willing I am to keep refreshing the fucking screen over and over again. Continue. Yep. Ah, enemies. Boom, boom, boom. Fuck, I don't even need these bombs. Run in and start nutting. Ding. Use the command, then give yourself a Krillian bandage, girls. There's a command? What button is it to open up a command? I didn't know what there was a command feature, Gamer. Get it! Fuck. Damn it, I'm running out of spiders here. The enemies are starting to have too much health. They don't instantly die and give me spiders. Oh, fuck, yeah. Yeah, we're running real low on spiders. Press the... Is that the button I'm meant to be pressing, Die Gamer? The fuck? This is plus and minus. What is that? Is that an apostrophe? Oh no, it's this key. I can do this. You need to change a 0 to a 1 in a file. Maybe true, Die Gamer. Whee! Go brains, go brains! Ah, fuck, there we go. And it's insta-dead mom's brain. Oh, fuck yeah. You know what, let's... Should we do the hush? I have the same problem with the hush as I do with, like, the fucking green boss. I guess the green boss isn't quite as, like, painful as the hush. Pff, oh my god. That is legendarily fucked screen. Beautiful. Okay. Guess I have to fucking close and open. So what's the key to use active item? For me, it's space. Right, I have to fucking close and open it again. It's going due to AIDS. See if it works again. All right. Show me something useful. This is not useful. Waste that for no reason. Oh, here we go. Guess that's better. Neither of those are good, like, at all. The Taurus will actively fuck me over, so... Oh, that's good. Hold on. Red stew is good. I'll take red stew, but... I think it's first. This red stew against the hush should just, like, infinitely redo itself, surely. Let me fight the hush before I run out of damage. Boom, boom, boom. Come on, summon your little fuckers. Summon your little fuckers, hush. Oh, you want to. There we go. Oh my god. Do it. Oh, cool. I unlocked something? Lock on specs? Go to heaven. Hello, I'm saying hello. It's been a long time since I last saw one of your live broadcasts. What's up, Goku94? Apparently it has. Oh, please. Come on. Yes! Oh, thank fuck it works. This weird shit. Fuck it, I'm opening them all. Tears up? Nice. Keep moving. Roll out. Skip everything. Not this fucking dick. There we go. We are just one-tapping everything, which is... The fuck is hitting me? Just getting attacked by something. Very nice. Doom, doo 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 doo. Bonjour, gonna look at. Hey, what's up, Balls? How's it going, man? Cool. Yeah, I'll take that. This probably won't do anything, but let's find out. Oh my lord. Yeah, never mind, it will. Look at that shit. Ooh. Most things just instantly die because the poison does so much fucking damage. Go! Oh shit, enemies. See how quickly we kill the final boss. That'll take too long. Oh shit. Zoop. Fuck, we're losing damage so fast, we need to get there quick. can't even get to those chests. Soggy, can you circumcise yourself with a bottle opener once you reach 100k? Maybe, Kalani, maybe. But then again, maybe not. Oh, I like Frozen Baby, but we don't need it. Poison! Oh my fucking god. And just like that, Mega Fatty is dead. Nancy bombs. Oh god, no. Hold on, the build just went the build literally just went fucking crazy. Nancy bombs, watch this. Yes. Every bomb has a random effect. Oh, here's the boss. Ready? It's dead. It's fucking dead. Look at this shit. Random explosions everywhere. It just shit out a trinket. Oh my god. Some of the bombs are dropping items. That's incredible. Ugh. We've cooked. We did it. The cutscene is a lie. Ignore the cutscene, because Evie did not actually do it. I'm just gonna go for a lightning speed piss, guys. Back in a second. Soggy, I hate you. Wienerman, you can hate me all you want. I am not playing furry vor pony. Whatever freaky deaky shit you're trying to get me to play. Do you want to see a weird ass fucking modded character I have? Fucking Tainted Andromeda. This guy's actually hard to win with as well. This is his gimmick. You can shoot the tears out any direction you want. They're all like gravitationally attracted to you, and they all come out of the big swirly in the middle. Also, there's nothing in the shop. Oh wait, yeah, there is. Okay, there's no items in the shop though, just trinkets. But you have an item here called Singularity. You can use this to spawn an item, but you only get charges by collecting coins or going in the shop. All right, here we go. He is super build dependent. If all you get is just like damage up, range up, shit like that, he's fucking awful. Because it is really hard to hit your shots with this guy without like homing tears or split shot or something like that. Like, will you marry me? No balls. No, I will not. Like, look, it's almost impossible to hit this little fucker. I'm trying so hard to hit things. Ultimately, he's not too bad, though. You got a decent rate of fire, and an alright starting damage. Look at that, Stephen. Even more damage. Fucking die! Please, just die. There we go. I can't remember if everything is physically attracted to your character or the hole in the middle. But everything is like magnetized to something. Maybe even your bullets. Your tears. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. The only annoying actually no, the only thing I don't like I love Binding of Isaac, but I really don't like the characters that can only get blue hearts. Well, you know, they can only get soul and black hearts. I don't know why, I like characters having red hearts. It's obviously easier with red hearts, but I don't know. Oh god, this might be terrible. Oh, what the fuck is this? Oh, what the fuck is this? Oh, this feels bad. My god. And I'm taking damage. What the fuck is this? It's just a big glowing spoon now. Oh god. I'm taking too many hits. Like, I have actual DPS now, which is good. If I do this, it kind of goes towards that. Growing stream when? We did one yesterday, Ronnie. Sorry if you missed it, but we did one yesterday. These guys aren't too bad. Did a whole ass doodle scream yesterday, Ronnie. You checked the channel. Afraid you missed it. Please just fucking die. Nice, okay. Just these two now. Beautiful. Not great, but not useless. Soggy, when will we do a drawing stream? To another time. Another time, balls. Another time. We do too many drawing streams. Small amount of time. World will slowly collapse. Oh, okay, burnt penny. I'll take that. Oh shit, I have 2 charges. I went, oh, actually, hold on. Excuse me here. Nice. Very nice. Okay. May as well do that to get some health. Oh, that sucks. 1 extra heart. That stinks. That's fucking... That looks monkey balls. I'm killing you. Bye-bye. The burnt penny should mean we have basically infinite bombs for the rest of the run. Ah, fuck. Doom doo 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 doo. Nice, I'll take that. Already powering up. Let's hit him with one of these. Every direction blast. Spoon strike is kind of working. Another item? Oh, bag of shit? Awesome. I recall that doing very little. I recall that being virtually useless. Soggy, I have a burning hatred for you. Soggy, when will you start screaming today so I know when? I just started now, well, you know, an hour and 36 minutes ago. Soggy, say you're a skibbity rizzler who rizzes up yachts in Ohio with the Costco boys. What the fuck, Wienerman? No. I mean, I just said it, so I guess I walked right into the Wienerman's fucking house of mirrors right there, but, Jesus Christ. The Costco guys. It's fucking wild to me that, like, I guess through, like, pure memeage of how fucking lame it was alone, the Costco guys have somehow, they've stuck it out. They've played the course, you know? They're still at it. They took that 15 minutes of fame and kept it going. They just never gave up on what they believed in, which was the fact that they are Costco guys. Fuck, you piece of shit. I'm trying to get him with my stabby brick thing. Really hard to control. Get them stabbing brick thing. Fuck, I desperately need more health. I need my bullets to actually hit this fucking bitch. The Costco guys. Of course we shit down our pant leg and kick it into the aisle. Okay, okay. Nice. Nice. Nice, okay, we came out of that relatively good. Relatively good right there. Use the bombs to blow this shit. Bling bling. Costco guys, of course we make out in the bathrooms. Put the fries in the bag now, already ate them. I love that line. That's beautiful. I already ate them because you forgot to tip. Ugh. And this is America. I expect a tip before I've even served you. Poison. This guy. Willing to use one hit. Oh, fuck, I just need health. That's what this character is always missing. Just, oh my lord. So weird. Bring, bring. Ice room, fucking useless. Chest. Yeah, I'll take all of that. One. Oh. Wah. Okay, try to make it through. Whee! The laser is very poor damage output. I mean, it is killing shit. I can't complain too much. Just ain't killing shit shitty enough, though. Where are the enemies? Ah, there they are. Damage. Oh, piss. Piss. Here we go. More attack speed. It doesn't matter that it fucks up my range. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, God. Yes, it might. Yes, it might. Yep, it fucks the range up real bad. It's like my max DPS. The laser and the bombs hitting at the same time. Well, the bombs, you know, the things. This time I'm shooting real fast. Oh, this is really good item. It's a modded item, but it's insanely good. The milkshake. A little bit of health, but most importantly, every single stack gets a multiplier applied to it. Nice. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Kill. Fucking kill him at like max move speed. Get bombs. Look at that. Flinging them. Flinging them bullets. Nah, not Samson's Lock. I'll take that. Stick with the burnt penny. My god. My god, Soggy drank the Grimace Shake. Soggy, for a video, can you chug 12 letters of the drippy cheese from Lunchables? Do it for the vine. You mean 12 liters of the drippy cheese? I don't know. I haven't even seen Lunchly in any shops in the UK. I don't know if they sell it here. I've thought about doing like a Lunchly parody. Like a proper meal. Like a proper meal that's got like fucking gravy. Oh my god. No fucking way. Cricket's head as well? What's our damage at now? 13. Oh my sweet baby Christmas. We have a lot of damage now. Yeah, a proper meal it would have like cigarettes, can of lager, you know, can of white stripe, all that good shit. Excuse me, that was quite unbecoming. Bursting sack, you know I love sacks. Let's take that. Motherfucker! How could you do that? Oh, damn it. Come on. Time to die. Good boy. Oh. Wait, kill, kill. Fucking way that I didn't kill him. There we go. I'll robot fly. Yeah, I'll take bot fly. We got epically goonering them. Holy shit. Look at you chance like your cheese drippy, bro. Oh my god. Wait. Like my cheese dripply? Dripply? When it's drippy, dude. Oh, I like my cheese drippy. You know what? No, I like my cheese stringy. Okay? In the form of either A, a delicious fresh cheese string. Oh fuck, why would I do that? Jesus Christ, why would I do that? Buying shit. Conjoined! Oh, conjoined, fuck yes. Also, fuck Doctor's Remote, I'm taking this instead. Seethe. Come on, please. Please drop soul hearts. I need this shit. Drop soul hearts, use items. Get this fucking locust out of here. I don't want the... Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll take the locust. You know I don't want the locust. Come on, blue soul hearts. Nice. That's what I'm looking for. Would you be scrolling lunchly, chugging Prime, listening to KSI's new song, and watching the infamous talk to a... Not even for 1,000,000 subs would I subject myself to that fucking torture, Kalani. Not even for a gorillion subs, like a real live gorillion subs. Well, let's guide these trinkets away. Stick them over here with the locust. Swallowed coin is very good. This shit is not. Come on. Drop me something usable, please. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Get the fucking dingleberry out of here. This is a really irritating feature, having all the items suck themselves to you. There we go. Nice. All we're here for. Soggy, you circumcised or uncircumcised, we gotta know. I really don't think you do gotta know, Wiener man. I don't think anybody in this nation has to know. Yes. Oh, that's kind of good, but also not. I don't need it. Fuck off, get out of here. I hate this fucking character. I like the character, but the fucking... Oh, that shit's so annoying. Items slurping themselves towards you. Oh, there's another one. Can't even really see what I'm doing. Keeps popping shit up on the screen. You know what? Fuck it, that'll do. Blown up. Nice. Just like that, we're rolling in it. Not answering that. Man. Can't beat a bit of Lunchley, a cold glass of Prime in the newest episode of Talk to Her. I leave it up to dry on the windowsill, Kalani, and then once it's all dried, I gather it up and I crush it into a fine powder, which I snort on nights out. Oh my golly goodness gosh. Now we're outputting some damage. I think. I mean, we fucking better be. Need a key. There it is. That's our damage output right now. Look pretty cool. That could be good as well. Tainted room. I'm gonna try using singularity in there actually. Let's get 2 keys. This could be a really dumb idea. It could work. Bump. Bump. Oh! Hope it's gone. Oh! Germinate. Where is Kane's eye? No, not brown cap. Get the shit the fuck out of here. I mean, I guess I'll take that. I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna keep using Cursed Room. Oh yeah, this is fucking atrocious. Look at that. Beautiful. DPS, baby. DPS. Everything must die. Oh, the aura's fucking huge. Oh my god. I thought the aura was gonna be tiny. That's a really good aura. Holy shit. Soggy, is it corned beef, brown, or bubble I don't fucking know, Weeder Man. What's up, Sizzling Frog? Welcome to the stream. Oh, you just get crap in here, dude. Okay, not using it in this room again. You're just getting garbage. I got the pet rock, though. Kill! Fucking... my god. Look at that DPS. Please eliminate this one immediately. Oh! Oh my lord. Oh, Spoonbender. Now look at that DPS. Can you even tell what the fuck is going on now? Because I got good news. You don't need to know what's going on. Take the nail for even more damage. Ooh. I'm not answering all the weird dick questions. I'm sorry, my dudes. Unleashing the beast with my mighty weapon. Bit of that. Bit of this. Oh, this is like free bullshit farming. Charged, baby, nice. Hey, what? Why can't I pick up charged, baby? Oh, because I'm carrying a fucking lump of shit, that's why. What? He just insta-died. Fucking guy. Okay. Blow you up because fuck you. He insta-died. Oh, little portal. Literally worse than useless. Genuinely one, like, the worst item in the entire game. It does not... It hurts you more than it helps you. Linger Bean is good, though. I'll take Linger Bean. Kill! Fuck yeah, that was quick. Look as you fly, zip down or up. I don't know. I don't have a fly. These are just it's like cargo pants. Volatile. Evan, yes please. Okay. Oh my god. I need you to understand this. The star is incredibly fucking broken. Oh wait, will the star even spawn on this character? Okay, it'll definitely spawn next time. Wait. Oh fuck, what is this? Hold on. Fuck. Eden's Soul. Oh, I thought it was Star of Bethlehem. God damn it. God fucking damn it. Fuck Little Portal. I hate Little Portal. I mean, I can still potentially get... I mean, Charged Baby can still potentially get me to charge up Eden's Soul. That's some booty bum shit, though. Cool. Oh. Alright, here we go. Big damage tonight. Everything is dead. Everything is dead. Give me a million attack. Oh, it's draining him. Holy shit. This is a good build. This is a good build. I'm really feeling this build, I've got to say. Soggy, what's up, Dog Gamer? How we doing? Oh no, I'm running out of power. But it's okay, because I can do this. Give me a million attack, please. Do the seed of GFVELLLL. It's so cool. Okay, we'll do that seed. I'll give that seed a little try after I kill this guy, okay? Right now the mean green build machine is underway, apparently. Come on, die. What's he summoning? Oh, bombs? Transform those bombs into free damage. Look at that. Look at that shit. You fucking fool. My god, he's getting fingered. Holy shit. Oh. Spadoink. I see that sort of smells. That sort of smells like give all. There's gonna be some insane run with like every fucking item in the game. We did it! Beautiful. I don't usually win that often with Andromeda, because if you get shit items to start with, he is just useless. Luckily we got every single good item. Apparently. All's Ligma. Run. Picking Eevee because I like Eevee. I'll tab. G Fuel? Oh boy. Oh, hell yeah. Hold on, this is cool. Dice bag. Lame. I only want G Fuel for the explosions. Come on. Oh! Yeah, look at that shit. Oh, can we get more G Fuels this run, or is that the only G Fuel we get? Soggy, you have Darul's mod? Do I? Do you have I don't think I do have Darul's mod, whatever that is. I don't think I have it. Too many mods. Also, Diegame, you should get the Eevee mod. Eevee's a fun little character. Look at that. You get one G Fuel each stage. That's kind of cool. It's a nice little run. Anything that increases, my favorite types of builds. Just, come on, let me kill you. Thank you. My favorite types of builds are always tier delay, like attack speed. Damage is fine. Range is, I don't give a shit. Shot speed, I definitely don't care about. But if I can just be shooting really, really fast, just a beautiful scream, a machine gun scream of tiers. That's what I'm looking for. With the rules, you could replace every item with G Fuel. Oh my god, Soggy, do you have the car mod? I do not have the car mod, I'm afraid. Speed up, shot speed down. Yeah, I'll take that. Don't care about shot speed. Some modded bosses though, this one's modded. I think this boss is modded. Could be wrong. Oh, you fucking bastard. Fucking explosions. Whoa. Nice. God damn. Take more damage. Show me another G Fuel. You are correct, Gamer. Is it speeding up the game? Gamer, does the game speed up every floor? I feel a lot faster, Gamer. Oh, cool. Glass D6. Nice. It's actually, pretty good. You get faster, it can go over the 2 speed limit. Oh, nice. Okay. Come on, baby. Oh, the fire explodes. Good. Ooh. Oh. That. What I meant faster as in I felt like the game had been sped up. I can't believe I'm not allowed achievements on this run. It's a shame. I can see the little G fuels all over the floor as well. Oh, hold on, don't... Oh wait, I do have keys. I have infinite keys for this floor. I just realized. Could definitely get a key then. This item can come in very handy. Depending on what items you got, so I'm gonna take it. Oh, I like this one. Candy hat. Take that for now. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. The heart here. Going in. Just so I can get that candy heart stat boosts. Oh? The rock? Ah. The rock of the wooden board's always nice on there. Ooh. Very nice. Ah. More G wheel. Oh, you can't use spin down on it. Fuck yeah, hold on, this is awesome. Ultra speed G fuel. Fuck, it is not doing as much damage as I hope. Did you just do your thing? Thank you. I guess this is better than the other one. Fuck you, not lockdown. Like luck. I shouldn't have done that. Wasted that key. Oh, actually, no, maybe not. That is fucking terrible. It's okay. Yeah, bye. So will the G Fuel's effect change every time, or do I keep the stat buffs? Like, am I going to keep this insane attack speed when I pick up the next one? Come on, baby! Nice. Yeah! Oh, I can't see. I can't fucking see. I'm definitely gonna take damage yet. Oh god, the pain! Oh, I'm getting fucked here. Safe. Wow, that's pretty bad. That's pretty fucking bad. Oh, it's like a random effect. What the fuck is this? That's so bad. Like a weird flinging. I'm getting very fast though. Yeah, well, we got him at least. Okay, fuck this shop, I don't have any money. Oh my god, stop, just die. Yeah, this room is a little obnoxious with the fucking G Fuel thing. There's nothing dying. There we go. Okay. Okay, made it through. Oh, hell yeah, hold on. Yeah, I'm keeping found soul. Oh my god, look at that thing. One found soul. Get him. Fucking get him. Nice. I guess this is meant to be like really low range. No, the range is decent. I don't know why the T is just like stop abruptly. It just seems random. You can do the air horn. Isn't that fucking swell? This guy would just do his thing. There we go. Damn it, there's two. Holy shit, fuck this thing. Nice, okay, he's dead. Beautiful. I don't remember what I picked up for Rotten Heart, but Rotten Hearts fucking stink, man. Such a useless health thing. What's that? I guess he's better than nothing. If I could get conjoined, he'd be very useful. Only really because he contributes to conjoined, nothing else. Oh no, I lost my rotten heart, what a shame. Bar soap, yep, bar soap. Better than nothing. We shouldn't waste my hearts. Yeah, at least. Oh, the soul died. Like, cheat the system? Dead forever. Your damage. What is fucking with my range? Did I pick up an item that destroys your range? I don't think I did. Is it intended that you lose range, Gamer, or is that just... is the Eevee mod fucking up, maybe? Oh, this is... I think I'm gonna die now. I don't have any health. I can't control myself. I'm too fucking fast. Stars are jiggling. Oh, health. Oh, come on. I fucking... Oh! Whole screen's lagging. This, it's all these little fucking... little diddly dollops. Leaving shit all over the place. I'm dead. I'm fucking dead. Okay, I gave the G Fuel run my all. We could try again without Eevee, I guess. I don't know what the fuck happened to the range. Is that intentional? Mad. Speaking of intentional G Fuels. Oh, whatever the fuck I was talking about. Oh my god, I'm beat. Oh. Like, I'm gonna call it there for now, guys. I will catch you all in the next stream, however. I hope you had fun, just a little Isaac stream. I hope anybody that was here for the first half enjoyed the story. It was a decent story, but don't expect more stories, my goodness. But yeah, I will catch you on the next one. Peace out, Gamer. Ronnie Miller Anims. Sarah Howlishaw. Whoever happens to be still watching. I don't know. Oh, I did say 8 viewers, now it says 5. I don't know. I don't have a way of seeing who's viewing without like opening up Twitch and YouTube and checking like the statistics. I guess it doesn't matter though. Anyways, catch you guys in the next stream. Jackbox Saturday tomorrow. Get hyped. Get Hulu.